Your name at least. Before you go, just tell us your name.
They do know they're dead. They're choosing to go back to.
I want to no disrespect, Chris, but I want to see it from here. Can you just give us your name before you go, please? Please. Goodbye. The secret? Oh, of course, yes, secret. M. I. K. E. Mike. Hello, Mike. T. E. T-E. L. T-E-L. Is that M? N. N. Tell the... T-E-L-N-O. Yeah? That's what it was, wasn't it? Yeah. What's that? One? One. T-E-L-N-O 1. Tell no one! Oh my God. We won't tell anybody, Mike.
Tell no one.
Mike, we won't tell anybody, we promise. We won't tell anybody. Tell no one.
It's a strange way of writing, saying no one, though, isn't it?
Intriguing, frustrating and moving in equal measure. Tell no one. It's like name, rank and serial number from the spirit world, and it continues on Most Haunted Live after this. Welcome back to Most Haunted Live, and on an extraordinary night we've based ourselves here in Norfolk at an abandoned RAF base called West Raynham, very active in the Second World War, then through the Cold War. In fact, it did not close until 1994 or thereabouts, but is now abandoned, derelict and rich, we think, in paranormal activity. We started with a wander around the HQ tonight. We found some amazing sounds and noises and some specific information. Let's turn now to historians, John Callow, and archaeologist and social historian Miriam Cook. Miriam, you first. We had the number 114 from Chris Conway, our medium, and that was a squadron based here. He also said 141. Anything on that?
Yeah, well, there was, I was looking up in my notes, and the 141 squadron was also here. And they came towards the end in 1943. They had their first missions, and they actually sustained quite a few losses. In February in 1944, and then again through April, they were having problems with the planes, so they had them rehauled in the actual in the March, but in the April they still kept getting losses on the planes. You know, it's quite interesting that we found 141 and 114.
Those two sets of numbers are spot on
Both
for this base. Okay, let's turn to you now, John. First of all, we got the message through, it seems, tell no one. It goes without saying secrecy would have been paramount here during the Second World War.
Of course. I mean, you're looking at the crucial period in Britain's recent history. Everything hinged on this, and a period when Britain really did stand alone after the fall of France. There's another 18 months before the Soviet Union comes in to join us. So this is an absolutely crucial period. Churchill comes to this base, Clement Attlee comes to this base, the late Queen Mother came to this base. So, and they actually had an enormous fly past here of all the bombers and all the different types of heavy aircraft that we possessed.
Also, I remember the audience came up to with an interesting theory. The name Molly came out, and they were asking, did they not name their aircraft in the RAF the way the Americans did? Molly may have been a plane name.
Yeah, it could have been. It's a nice idea. I mean, obviously, there's the very emotive one that you're contacting maybe a spirit, somebody's sweetheart, but also this thing of the naming of an aircraft. Now, machines, you know, people name their cars today. It was no different. If you think again in the American sphere of influence, the Memphis Belle, the famous movie. But of course, British aircraft were decorated too. There were unofficial names given that would never be registered. And also there was a tradition of painting aircraft. The very famous Irish air ace, Paddy Finucane, went mad because his aircrew, without him knowing, painted his kills on his Spitfire.
Because of course, as you might have expected, they're also quite superstitious because they were desperately trying to stay alive. Thank you, chaps, for the moment. John and Miriam, let's get now to Interactive to find out what you are seeing and sensing at home. Here's Julian Clegg.
Thanks very much indeed, Paul. And more messages from the audience here who experienced strange things. I've just talked to a lady whose face went hot on one side. You could physically feel hot, cold on either side. Sonia suddenly went cold in the audience here. Sarah touched on the head as well. Also, many people reporting figures behind Paul and myself. Keep those coming. Thank you, audience, for that. And let's go around the webcam, see what you're seeing at home. And let's look at webcam 1, the control room. Lauren in Bournemouth, I saw a dark shadow walking up and down near the webcam. Also Simon and Lester on webcam 1, who looks like an old man standing in the door looking at the camera. Webcam 2, the main stairwell. There it is. Gemma from Oldham, I'm sensing a lot of activity on the stairs. Servicemen and servicewomen walking and running up and down them. Simon from Newbury, I saw a figure coming down the stairs. It appeared to be in full uniform, looked to be in a rush and not happy. Webcam 3, an odd-looking figure in the doorway. It seems to pace from the window back to the doorway as if it's looking for something. Lauren, Helen and Gavin in Woodchurch, thank you for that. And Yvette in Rochester, there's a figure looking out of the window. It looks like a man and he's got a cap on. Thank you. Webcam 4, the corridor, you can see the crew there. Damien in Southampton, and white mist in the corner of the webcam is floating around the left side there. And James from Glasgow, a little boy wandering up and down the corridor. It seemed like he was looking for someone. Now, we want to hear your stories, what you're spotting on the webcams. Also, if you're an expert on Morse code and you want to translate and interpret what was going on the Ouija board just then, get in touch. This is how you do it. You can text me, text the word screen and a space, then your message to 80889. The text costs 50p plus one standard rate message. Also, you can go to the website, mosthauntedlive.net, where you can also, by the way, send your photos. We may be showing those on our post-mortem show tomorrow night on Living It. And also get in touch if you'd like to come to the show this week. There's still some tickets left available for the show. Finally, a couple of messages here. Ben from Hayde, thank you Ben, says, I went to visit my nan near the old airfield the other month. I was walking past with my brother. We both heard what sounded like marching, but there was only me and my brother there. Very scary. And Megan from Dublin says, my dad was based in Norfolk in the 60s and said he had strange experiences at Rainham, especially in the station headquarters. He never liked going in that building. That's where we are tonight. More from Interactive later. Paul, back to you.
Thank you, Julian. Well, keep watching those webcams. Stay in touch. I understand the team have now split up. We'll find out what they're up to after this. Most Haunted Live, keep watching.
That was touching right between us. I thought these were nice gentlemen.
They are, but there's something else here, isn't there?
Something else here as well.
Since we were last with Yvette Fielding and the team has fragmented. They've split up, and those scenes happened during the break. Let's get straight back now to the vigil. Yvette Fielding and the live investigation tonight at the HQ of this amazing site. Yvette.
Okay. We are so frightened. During the break we have heard stuff, we have seen stuff, and it's down this corridor here. Let's just have a look. Chris, just describe back. It's so dark here. Honestly, I can't see anything. Wait, is it still there?
No.
It's moved.
It's not there.
Is that not it over there?
What? Kenneth? What? What?
Does that look like a shadowy figure down there?
Why don't we go to where that figure was then?
Okay.
Let's go where that figure was.
It's so black. Honestly, we can't see each other. It's so really dark. Everybody else is by the monitor upstairs, and it's just us. Chris is on camera. We've got Matt on sound.
Go
Me
girls.
can't. No. You go first.
You're doing really well.
No, but you're a big bloke.
Yeah, but that's not. It doesn't really help if it's ghosts.
Yeah, the camera go first.
Yeah, the camera should go first, Chris.
No.
Do you need help with rigging?
No, where was it, Chris?
Oh, did you just touch me?
What?
It's alright, I'm just panicking.
Where was it, Chris?
It was right at the end, underneath that window. There was something. Is that what you saw, Matt?
No, this one was by those doors just there, in front of us. With the window pane above it. So it moved from these doors to the window, and now it's gone.
There was something there.
There's a black mass that's floating. No, it wasn't floating, sorry. It was, the mass was from the floor to about 3 foot up. Oh, so it was a little ghost? Well, either that or something. It had length to it as well. Well, why am I bloody going down here on my own? Will somebody come with me?
Okay.
No.
I have to push it, Kath. I don't know. What's the matter?
Shit.
Ah, Kath!
I'm sorry.
What's the matter? What's the matter? What's the matter?
Shit.
What?
Well, calm down.
What is it? What is it?
There was definitely movement in there. I think someone's in there. There's got to be a person in there.
Should we get a torch out and look?
I must have looked